I'm alive. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to our channel, and hope you guys are doing well, and hope you're all keeping safe. So today I've planned like a very easy and like a very casual flow as opposed to our last class. So today we're just going to be focusing on balance, and there's going to be a little more back bends than usual. So for those who have back pain or like problematic hips, just go easy. You don't have to really push yourself. Just so there is a difference between discomfort and hurt, and when you're feeling the latter, just take it easy, all right? So discomfort is good, but pain is bad, okay? So anyway, so without further ado, let's start. All right, so let's start by bringing one heel in, placing the other heel either outside or on top of your other leg. Okay, make sure your knees are almost close to the floor. It's okay if they're not touching, but they should be somewhere near. Okay, it shouldn't be lifted up. Even if it is, we'll try working on it. Okay, so again, just find length in your spine. Make sure you're not overarching or hunching. So a good way to check that is just placing one hand at the back and just check the curvature of the bottom of the lower part of your back, and then you can figure out if you're overarching or hunching. Okay, so just sit up straight, find length in your spine, back of your neck, lift your chin up so that parallel to the mat. Hands on your knees, palms either facing the ceiling or your mat, and eyes closed, okay? So just staying here, taking the silence, just enjoying not moving for a couple of more seconds. Just leave all your worries off the mat. When you're on it, spend the next 60 minutes just for yourself, okay? So just quietly, just observe your breath. See if it's too shallow or if it's too deep. If you're taking long breaths or just short ones. Again, just observe the rise and fall of your chest, the movements of your belly. And observe if you're inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Or your inhale and exhale through your nose or just your mouth. And just observe your breathing patterns, okay? So then we can consciously start breathing. Most of the times we're on autopilot, we don't even know how we breathe or how our body moves, right? So this next 60 minutes, just try to be conscious. So it becomes like a moving meditation. And like I always say, breath work is just as important as your physical practice. So always be mindful of your breath as well. Okay? So just gonna stay here and practice staying in the present. So for that, we're going to do like a quick conscious round through our body. So that is every time I just say out like a body part, say legs or my chest or my hands, I just want you guys to observe the sensation or just see how only that particular body part feels, okay? So by doing that, we're not only for correcting our posture on the way, but we're also trying to stay present as much as we can, all right? So breathing works. But this is a more effective way of doing so, which is a small activity. Okay, so just sit where you are. You don't have to change your postures. We'll do that on the way. Okay, just close your eyes and see how your feet feel. See how it feels. Is it uncomfortable? If it is, you're always welcome to change. You don't have to sit in that discomfort. If this doesn't work for you, you're always ready to just place your feet outside of your leg. Or if it does, or if this way, it's just great. You can stay there. So we're going to move up to our shins and see how that feels. Again, are they comfortable? If it isn't, you know what to do. Moving all the way up to our thighs. Again, seeing how they feel. Onto our glutes. Now I want you guys to notice if you're just putting your weight or if you feel the weight only on one side, okay? We always tend to do that. Our one side is more dominant than the other. For me, it is my right side. So more often, I've noticed myself putting, my whole weight on my right side while standing or even right now while sitting, right? So I'm going to change. See if your weight is equally distributed throughout, on your back. And not just on one side. Otherwise, you feel like you're just leaning towards one side, and we don't want that now, do we? It's just equal distribution of weight on both the legs or on both the sides. Okay. Slowly, we're gonna move up to our lower back. Make sure your eyes are closed. Again, see how they feel. Notice if you're overarching or if you're hunching. And we're going to run up all the way up our spine, finding length as we do so. And back to our shoulders. Again, see if it's hunch. If it is, roll your shoulders back, expand your chest, and just sit up straight, okay? Moving up to the back of our neck. Our chin. Finally, our nose. Okay, good job, you guys. So we'll just run it again from the top to the bottom now, but very quickly, so you can just quickly check off how your body feels. All right, we're going to start from our nose. Again, just observe your breathing pattern. Has it changed from when you started? It should have, but if it hasn't, it's completely fine. Just be conscious the next time, okay? Down to our chin. Back to our neck. See if it's elongated. To our shoulders. Running down our spine. To our lower back. To our arms. To the thighs. Focusing on our shins. And finally, our feet. Good job, you guys. So now we're going to move to our pranayama practice, okay? So like usual, our first pranayama of the day is going to be Kapalabhati. That is basically just forceful and short exhalations, okay? So make sure while you exhale, you pull your tummy in so that the breath comes from the bottom of your belly and not just your chest, okay? So today we're going to do rounds of 20, 30, and 40. Like I said in the beginning, today we're just going to keep it simple. All right, but also we'll be practicing a few new asanas, okay? And working on our transition. All right. So just again, adjust your posture. Make sure you have like a handkerchief or like a tissue like me next to you, so that even if something comes out of your nose, you can just wipe it off and carry on. Okay. Now just take a deep breath. And begin. Once you're done, just neutralizing breath for another 3. Keep breathing, okay? For 2. And 1. Amazing. So now we're going to move to our second round. That is 30 breaths. You know the drill, so let's do it. Again, deep inhalation. And begin. Neutralizing breath. For another 4. Calm your mind and your body down. For another 2. And 1. Amazing. So now we're going to move to our final round of Kapalabhati. That is 40 breaths, okay? Again, inhalation. And begin. Neutralizing breath. Just calm again your body and your mind down. Prepare it to move for the next 60 seconds, okay? Until then, we're going to stay here and take few neutralizing breath for another 5, 4, for another 3, for 2, and 1. Amazing, you guys. Make sure your eyes are still closed. Adjust your posture. So now we're going to move to the second pranayama of the day, that is Bhastika. Okay. So so Kapalabhati was just forceful exhalations, but Bhastika is forceful inhalations and exhalations. Okay. If you are new, so this is how your Bhastika breath was sung. Okay. So we're going to give equal importance to our inhalation and our exhalations, okay? So since we went easy on our Kapalabhati, to make up, we're going to do 10 Bhastikas, okay? So it's a very intense breathing. So just make sure you don't overdo it. Just 10 would do just fine, okay? Again, deep inhalation. And begin. Amazing breath, you guys. So if you did your Bhastika correctly, right now you feel a little giddy, like something's pushing you back or moving you in the front. It's completely normal because that's how our body reacts to excess of oxygen, okay? So just to calm that down, we're going to do or take few neutralizing breath, okay? That is just normal breathing with normal inhalation and exhalations, okay? And we're going to do that for another 5. Just keep breathing. 4. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Amazing. So now we're going to seal our pranayama with the lion's breath, okay? Yet again, for one last time, deep inhalation. Now open your mouth, stick it out and go. Great job, you guys. So once you're done, just slowly open your eyes. Now get to the back of your mat. Okay, so from here, just open your knees as wide as your mat. Okay, now slowly place your hip on your heel. Make sure your toes are touching. Extend your hands in front of you and breathe, okay? Connect your chest and your forehead. My forehead is up, so I'm still audible. All right, you guys don't have to do the same. Just connect your chest
and your forehead to the mat, okay? So from here, just try to reach forward the front of your mat like you're trying to grab something. And slowly just feel that stretch on your hands and the back and also on your back, okay? Just keep breathing and we're gonna stay here for another 5. Make sure your knees are, your elbows are off the mat. So for that, you can just form spider fingers in front of you and keep moving them, okay? Staying here for another 3. Keep breathing. For 2. And 1. So from here, slowly we're going to move to our right. Doing the same thing, but on the side, okay? Now just slowly roll to your right side. Try to connect your your right underarm on the floor. Okay? So from here, just stretch with every breath. And just stretch as much as you can so that you'll feel that stretch from your right hip joint to your fingertips, okay? And we're going to stay here and take it up a couple of deep breaths for another 4. Keep breathing, okay? Keep breathing. That's the only thing we're going to do for stretches. For 3. For 2. And 1. Now we're going to come back to the center, same thing on the other side. Just slowly roll on to your right. Try to connect your left underarm on the floor. Keep breathing and also keep stretching, okay, for that 4. Breathe for 3. Stretch as much as you can for 2. Just completely stretch out our side muscles for 1. Okay, and now slowly just come back to the center. Take your right hand, place it under your left hand, and connect the right side of your face to the floor and feel that stretch on your right shoulders, okay? We're going to stay here yet again for another 4. Keep breathing. For another 3. Release the stress and the tension from your shoulders for 2. And 1. That's amazing. We're going to come back to the center, do the same thing on the other side. Take your right hand, place it under your left hand, connect the left side of your face on the floor, and keep stretching, okay, for 4. And also keep breathing. Be aware of your posture. See where your hip is. See how your inner thighs feel. For another 3. And just move your hands towards your right hand so that you can feel a deeper stretch on your left, okay? Stay there for another 2. And 1. Amazing. Now come back to the center. Again, form spider fingers. Lift your elbows off the floor and keep breathing. Okay, and keep moving your hands in the front just so we can feel that stretch on the back for one last time. Okay, we're gonna stay here for another 5. Breathe. For 4. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Now slowly just place your palms down. Open your fingertips as wide as you can and tightly just connect them on the floor, okay? So now look up to your fingertips. Now slowly just dome your back, tuck your tummy in, take an inhalation. If you want, you can even just bring your knees together just a little bit, not too much, okay? Dome your back, move forward. So just place your hips right behind your wrists, roll your shoulders back, engage your glutes, and drop your head back. Okay? So from here, we're going to roll our shoulders again, tucking our tummy in, doming our back, and placing our hips back on our heel. Okay? So we're just going to do this for 4 more times. Okay? Now inhale and move.
Now make sure your fingers are widely spread so that you don't concentrate all your weight on your wrists, okay? Now slowly just roll your shoulders back. Exhale, drop your hips right behind your wrists. Inhale, drop your head back, engaging your glutes. Okay, from here, take an exhalation. Roll your shoulders, tuck your tummy in, dome your back. Place your toes or your feet on the floor. And again, just connect your hip with your heel. Okay, 3 more times. Inhale and move. You guys don't have to follow my cues. Just close your eyes and feel the movement, okay? I feel like moving fast, which is why I'm doing the same. If you guys want to go slow, just take your time, okay? After the 5 times, I'll wait for you. From here, again, just roll your shoulders, tuck your tummy in. Exhale and place your hip on your heel. Okay, just 2 more times. Again, just move. Keep moving on your own pace. Just slowly close your eyes and feel the movement. Like I said today, it's going to be like an easy flow. So just don't overthink anything, okay? Slowly just round your shoulders back. Shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, drop your head back. So from here, exhale. Again, just round your shoulders. Tuck your tummy in, round your back. And slowly just place your hip on your heel. One last time. Let's do it. Now inhale and move. I think please make sure you guys are still breathing. Now exhale. Again, one last time. Dome your back. Pull your tummy in and place your hip on your heel. That's great. Okay, so from here, just slowly lift up. Okay, so make sure your knees are hip width apart and stay. Okay, so from here, we're just gonna keep flowing and do some back, practice some back bends. Okay, so from here, just take your right arm or your right hand. Just inhale, fully across the floor. Place your left hand on your next to your left leg. Inhale and just lift. Okay, so from here, exhale, place your hip back down, take your left hand along with you to your right side. Now place your right hand next to your right leg, inhale and move. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for 20 counts. I will be counting, like I said, you guys can just follow your own pace. I feel like moving a little fast today, which is why I'm doing the same. If you want to go slow, just be my guest and just do whatever your body wants. Okay, so now we're going to do this for another 20. Keep moving, can keep breathing, okay? For 19. For 18. Like I said, people with back problems, just don't stress too much. It's okay. Just take it easy, all right? For 16. Don't forget to breathe. For 14. Breathe, okay? Engage your glutes while you're doing your back bend. For another 12. For 10. For 8. Feel the movement, just close your eyes, don't overthink it, okay? Just completely wake your body up for another 8. For 6. Final push. For 5. For 4. And I'm sure, I hope you guys are engaging your glutes. For another 3. Keep breathing, okay? Almost done. For 2 and 1. That's great. So now just sit back again. Just get on your heel. Make sure to bring your legs together so that you're sitting on your heel. Okay. So from here, just take your hands, place it on your heel. Roll your shoulders back and just exhale and forward fold. Okay, just get as tiny as you can because this is just a counter pose for all the back bends we did. And I'm just gonna stay here for another 6. Keep breathing, okay? For 5. Whew. For 4. Just deep breaths. For another 3. For 2. Just get as small as you can, okay? For 2. And 1. Amazing. Now take your hands, place them in front of you. Okay? Lift your hip up, tuck your toes, and lift up to your downward facing dog. Okay? So from here, just slowly bicycle your legs. That just means bringing one heel in while stretching out the other. With every breath, just try to connect your heel to the floor. Okay? So we're just going to stay here, take a couple of breaths. For 3, for 2, and 1. Okay, now look up to your fingertips. All right, now slowly just roll to your plank. Okay, and slowly just do a chaturanga. Okay, inhale, lift up, exhale, and slowly get back to your downward facing dog. Okay, we're just gonna do this 5 more times to build heat in our body. Okay, now just all you gotta do is just remember to keep breathing. All right, otherwise it will become like very, very easy. Okay, it's not as hard as it sounds or looks. All right, now slowly just roll forward to your high plank. Check your posture, shoulders above your wrists, like chest and your hip lifted up. So from here, slowly just lower it down. Inhale and get into your up dog. Exhale, roll your toes and lift up to that downward facing dog. Okay, just 4 more times. So inhale and move. If you're not able to chaturanga, it's okay. Just drop your knees, untuck your toes, and slowly lift up. Okay. Now exhale, take it back to your downward facing dog. Just 3 more times. Okay, inhale and move. Chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. All right. Again, keep moving. Don't stop. Like I said, it should be like a continuous flow. Just try to achieve that as much as you can, okay? Just 2 more times. Inhale and keep moving. We got this. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll to your downward facing dog. 1 last time, okay? Inhale and move. Now stay here. Hold your high plank for another 7. Keep breathing. For 6. Engage your core. For 5. For 4. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Now take that chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale back to your downward facing dog. Okay, yet again, stay here. Bicycle your legs for another 3. Keep breathing. For 2 and 1. Okay, now just move your legs so that they're hip width apart. Roll forward. Okay, and just slowly drop your knees down. And now you will be in your all fours. Okay, like usual, we're gonna do simple cat and cow to test or just see the mobility of our spine. Okay, get our spine used to the movement. Okay, and from here, slowly inhale, drop your spine, look up at the ceiling. And exhale, dome your back, hollow your chest and look within. Okay, we're going to do this 4 more times. Now inhale to your cow or your Brityasana. Now exhale back. I'm sorry, that was your margin, okay? Now exhale, dome your back, look into your chest, getting into our margin. Okay, a few more times. Inhale, drop your spine, look up to the ceiling. And exhale back to your cat. Okay, just 3 more times. Inhale to your cow. And exhale to your Marjorie. 2 more times. Inhale and move. Keep breathing. Exhale, dome your back. One last time. Okay, inhale, drop your spine, look up. Now exhale, dome your back and look within. Okay, so from here, just come to neutral spine. All right, and slowly extend your right leg outside. Make sure it's not too high or not too low, but just right, forming like a straight line with your back. Okay, so from here, take your left hand, place it right next to your right hand. Okay, and from here, just slowly place your left side of the face down. Okay, when you balance yourself, only then lift your right hand up and stay. Okay, we're gonna stay here for another 5, for 4. It's okay if you fall down, just try to lift yourself back up in another 3, for 2, and 1. Now slowly place both your hands down, lift yourself up. Now tuck in your right leg and lift up with your left leg, getting into that 3-legged dog. Okay, so from here, just slowly, we're going to do knee to our elbows 5 times. Okay, exhale, touch, and kick. For another 2, and out. 3, kick. For 4, kick it right back. For 5, and lift, and hold. Okay, so from here, again, take your left leg, now place it in between your hands. Okay, so from here, we're not going to lift up to our warrior, but we're going to straighten our front leg. Make sure the back heel is down. All right, both our hands right next to our feet. We're going to forward fold and get into our pyramid. Okay, so the aim of this is to bring our nose or our forehead to touch our front knee. If you can't, it's fine. And if you can, it's great. Okay, just try to balance and forward fold. And we're going to stay here for another 5. You will feel that stretch in the back side of your front leg. For another 2. Keep breathing. And 1. Okay, left hand stays right where it is. Now lift your right hand up and look up to your right fingertips. Okay, just try to balance. It's okay if you fall down, just lift yourself back up. Okay, we're going to stay here for another 5. Keep breathing. For 4. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Okay, now slowly bring your right hand down. Now just as slowly as you can, okay, no sudden movements. Now slowly just shift all your weight on your left leg. Lift your right leg up and get into your Ardha Chandra or your half moon, okay? Now, once you lifted your right hand up and balanced yourself, lift your left leg. Now lift your right hand and stay. We're gonna stay here for another 5, 4, 3, for 2, and 1. Amazing. Now slowly just bring your lift up, lift both your hands up, and stand up straight with your right leg lifted. Okay, so from here, just slowly bend your left leg. Take your right leg, just wrap it around your left leg. Okay, now focus on a point in front of you. Don't lose your concentration. Okay, now bend your hands in front of you. One hand up, one hand down. It doesn't matter which hand is up, which hand is down. So just twist it and stay. We're going to stay here for another 5. Keep breathing. For 4, try to balance. Oh my God, this is hard. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Amazing. Now slowly untangle yourself. Now take your right leg, place it on your left inner thighs. Okay? Again, not losing our focus on that point. Take your hands and place it in front of your chest. If you can, you can also place it above your head. Okay? Just stay there and breathe for another 5. For 4. Keep breathing for 3. Try to balance for 2 and 1. Now slowly just take your right leg, place it on your right thighs or left thighs, okay? And slowly just forward fold. Amazing, okay? Again, we're going to stay here for another 5. For 4, try not to bend your knees. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Now send your right leg back. And now your left leg. Move to the high plank. Low push-up. Inhale. Up dog. And exhale back to your downward facing dog. Okay, now slowly just drop your knees down. And bring your hands right behind you. So that your shoulders are directly above your wrists. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing on our other side, okay? But before that, few cat and cow. Now inhale, drop your spine, look up. Exhale, down your back and look with it, okay? Just 4 more times, let's go. Inhale to your cow. And exhale back to your cat. Okay, now inhale, just drop your spine, breathe and lift your head up. Okay, exhale, down your back, tuck your tummy as much as you can and look with it. 3 more times, inhale, eyes up. Exhale, eyes down. Just 2 more times, we got this. Inhale, drop your spine, look up. Now exhale, down your back and look with it. Okay, one last time, inhale to your cow. And exhale to your Marjorie. Well done, you guys. Now get into your neutral spine, okay? Now slowly just lift up your left leg, okay? Forming one straight line with your back. Now take your right hand, place it behind your left hand, bringing down the right side of our face, okay? Only when you've balanced yourself, lift your left hand up. And we're going to stay here for another 5. Keep breathing. Like I said, it's okay if you fall down, but just stay, okay? Lift yourself back up. For another 4, keep breathing. For 3, for 2, and 1. Amazing. Bring your left hand down. Lift yourself back up. Now slowly tuck your left leg and lift up your right leg. Then it's a 3-legged dog, okay? Now stay here and breathe. So from here, we're going to do our knee to tricep, okay? Now exhale, bring it in. Kick it out. For 2, and kick. 3, kick. For 4, and out. One last time. For 5, and kick. Okay, now slowly bring your right leg in between your hands. Okay, now back heel down, straighten out your front leg and pyramid on the other side. Okay, we're going to stay here and breathe. For another 5, keep breathing, okay? For 4, feel that stretch in the back of your leg. For 3, for 2, and 1. Right hand stays where it is. Now slowly just lift your left hand and look up to your left fingertips, getting into the triangle, okay? We're going to stay here for another 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Again, bring both your hands on either side of your leg. No sudden movements, but slowly just shift your weight on your right leg and lift up with your Once you've balanced yourself, lift up your left hand as well. Okay, so stay there and breathe for another 5. Get into Ardha Chandra for 4. For another 3. Whoa. For 2. And 1. Okay, again, both your hands down. Now slowly, no sudden movements, okay? Just lift up with your left leg. Okay, now what we're going to do? We're going to get into a Garudasana. Okay, now slowly just bend your right leg, wrap your left leg around your right leg. Okay, again, hands twisted in front of you. Just focus on a point so that you don't lose balance like me. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with it, but right to stay here and breathe for another 5. For 4. For 3, for 2, and 1. Amazing. Untangle yourself. Left leg still lifting. Now slowly place it on your right inner thigh. Okay, focus on a point. Try not to lose balance. Now stay there and breathe. Okay, focus on a point. If you can even place your hands above your head. Stay there and breathe for another 5. Keep breathing. 4. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Okay, left leg on left thigh, on right thigh. Now slowly just forward fold. Try not to bend your knees. We're going to stay here and breathe for another 5. For 4. 3. For 2. And 1. Amazing. So now slowly send your left leg back and then your right leg. Now get into your plank. Take that chaturanga. Inhale. Up dog. And exhale back to your downward facing dog. Okay. Now slowly just draw both your knees down. Like we're in balasana. Your toes touching. And just stay. We're just going to stay here for another 5. For 4. You can even switch on your fans because we're almost done now. It's just cooling down from here. So I'm going to do it. You guys can also do it if you want. Okay. Staying here for another 3. Keep breathing, okay? For 2. And 1. All right, now slowly just lift up. Okay, so take your right knee so that it's facing the long side of the mat. Okay, right knee facing the long side of our mats. Okay, so from here, just slowly extend your right leg, left leg on your left side. Okay, and sit down. So look, if you look at my back, I'm not sitting on my heel, but I'm sitting right next to my heel. Okay. For some of you, it might be difficult. So in that case, only in that case, just partially sit on your knees. On your heel, not too much. Okay. But for others, try not to sit on your heels. So like if you look, my legs are moving. All right. So from here, hands above your head, roll your shoulders back. And slowly just get into that forward fold. You'll feel your inner thighs it will be on fire, okay? This is just a way to open our hips up, okay? So like I say, just get into your 70 and then move to your 80 and eventually get to 100. We're going to stay here and breathe for another 3, for 2, and 1. Amazing. Okay, now slowly lift up. Now same thing on the other side. Okay, now slowly extend your right leg on your right side. Just fold your left leg so that your left knees are pointing towards the long side of your mat. Okay, again, Hands above your head. Roll your shoulders back. Exhale and forward fold. Amazing. Just stay here for another 3. For 2. I know it's paining, but we got this, okay? For 2. And 1. Amazing. Now slowly just lift up as slowly as you can. So right now we're going to get into an extensive forward fold. And we've already prepared our inner thighs a little bit for it. So this would be a little easy, okay? So from here, you know where we're going. Inhale. Extend your hands above your head. And just slowly get into that forward fold, okay? Like I said, just start with your 70. Slowly move to your 80. And finally to your 90. And then stay at 100. Okay? We're going to stay here. I'm going to lift my head until I'm still audible. But you guys don't move. Just stay and try to connect your forehead to the floor. Okay? We're going to stay here for another 10. 10? I know. Keep breathing. Okay, for 9. For 8. We're almost done. Don't worry. For 7. For 6. 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Amazing. Now slowly lift back up as slowly as you can. Oh, I know, right? Right now your inner thighs would be on fire, but it's also a very, very good hip opener, okay? So now just slowly bring both the legs in front of you, okay? Hands behind your back, and we're gonna get into our windshield wiper, okay? Now slowly just drop your knees on both the sides for another 6. If you want, you can even extend your legs in front of you and just drop your knees up and down, okay? Whatever your body desires, for another 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Okay? Now slowly just lift up. Take your right leg and place it on your right thigh. Okay, left leg on your right thigh. Not just just like right above your knees. Okay, not too much. Just right above your knees. Okay. Now we're going to inhale, hands up, exhale, and forward fold. You will feel that stretch in the back of your leg. We're going to stay here. This is called half shoelace posture, okay? We're going to stay here and breathe for another 5. For 4. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Amazing. Now slowly from here, take, same thing from the other side, okay? Now extend your left leg outside. Take your right leg, place it on your left knee. Right above your knee, okay? Again, extend hands up, exhale, and forward fold. We're going to stay here and breathe for another 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Amazing, you guys. So from here, just slowly bend your left leg, okay? Take your left crease fingers, wrap it around your right big toe, okay? Or if you can, just wrap your whole hand around your left hand on your right feet, Okay, slowly just lift it up. Make sure your knees aren't bending. And from here, take your right hand, place it in the back. You can keep a chin mudra and look up. I mean, look at your chin mudra, okay? We're going to stay here for another 5. Keep breathing. For 4. Hands on your shoulder level, okay? For another 3. For 2. And 1. Amazing. Now slowly take your right leg, place it over and across your left leg. Okay. So from here, take your left hand again, hook it outside your right knee, right hand at the back, and slowly just turn and feel that twist. Okay. We're gonna stay here yet again for another 5, 4. For another 3, for 2, and 1. Amazing. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side, okay? Now slowly place your right leg down so that your right knee is facing the front side of the mat, okay? Now so you take your right peace fingers and wrap it around your big toe, or like I said, take your whole hand, wrap it around your left feet, and keep your chin mudra on your back and look up to your fingertips. We're going to stay here yet again for another 5. Try not to bend your knees, okay? For 4. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Amazing. Now slowly place your left heel down. Okay, take your right hand, just lock it outside of your left knee. Hands down and twist. Twist and stretch for another 5. Just look far, look away as much as you can, because they say where your eye goes, your body follows. So if you look further, you'll be able to just bend, stretch a little bit more. Okay? For another 3. Keep breathing. For 2. And 1. Good job. So from here, just extend your legs in front of you. 1 last forward fold, okay? I promise. Hands above your head. Now exhale. Forward fold. We're just going to stay here for 5. Feel that stretch on your back. For me, I feel it especially in my lower back. I don't know if the same against for you. If it is, then that's great. Stay here for another 3. Keep breathing, okay? Just final push. We're done. For 2. And 1. Now slowly just lift up. Put your hands up parallel to your feet. Okay, we're going to come down for another 5. Toes flexing towards me. For 4. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Lift your legs with you and draw baby circles, okay? Now give that back a nice massage for all that we put it through in today's class. If you want, you can even wrap your peace fingers around your toes and get into Ananda Balasana like me and move from side to side, okay? We're going to stay here for another 5. Keep breathing. For 4. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Amazing, okay? Now slowly just hug your left knee towards your chest. Extend your right leg outside and stay. Okay, hug it in as tightly as you can and breathe. For another 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Now slowly take your left leg, place it on your right side. Okay, both your shoulders down and just twist. Now look into your left fingertips, okay? Stay there and breathe for another 5, for 4. Keep breathing for another 3, for 2, and 1. Good job. Come back to center. Same thing on the other side, okay? Now slowly extend your left leg out. Bend your right leg. Hug it towards your chest and breathe. Stay for another 5. Keep breathing. For 4. For another 3. For 2. And 1. Amazing. Again, right knee on your left side. Both your shoulders down. And just look into your right fingertips, okay? Staying here for another 5. 4. 3. For 2. And 1. Amazing. Now come back to the center. Hug both your knees in as tightly as you can. If you can, lift your head up and give a nice little kiss. Now slowly just release to your final Shavasana. Okay, I'm just going to go switch off my lights. You guys can do the same. And slowly just breathe, okay? We are done. Whew. Now just slowly move your feet, toes, your fingers, and your hands. Bring both your legs together. Extend your hands above your head and just stretch it out in opposite direction like you're just waking up, okay? Releasing all the tension for today's class. When you're ready, just slowly curl to one side. And sit up with your eyes closed whenever you're ready, okay? There's no rush. Now slowly, just take your hands, place it on your forehead, reminding ourselves to have pure and loving intention. Slowly, fingertips on your throat, reminding ourselves to speak words of love, courage, wisdom, and truth to ourselves and to the others. Now finally, hands back on your heart center. Yet again, reminding ourselves to stay grateful and positive through everything that's happening right now. I know it's hard, but we're going to try as much as we can, okay? Again, just thank you so much for sharing your practice and your energy with me this morning. And I hope you guys carry on with your weekend with the same energy, okay? Namaste.